Greetings and welcome again. I thought I would do a follow-up to my previous drunken rant because about where is the sacrifice, because I had made an error, which is understandable considering my inebriated state. I do apologize for that. In any case, I had said that Jesus either rose in the spirit or in the flesh. No, he rose in the physical form, in the flesh. He rose in the flesh. And I'm told this by Christian Apologetics and Research Ministry. I'm reminded of the fact. Actually, I knew this. Quote, Jesus rose from the dead in the very same physical body that he died in. This resurrected body was a glorified spiritual body. End quote. It goes on further to say that the resurrection of Jesus is a fundamental and essential doctrine of Christianity. The resurrection of Jesus is so important that without it, Christianity is false. End quote again. So, again, not only did he not die for your sins, he came back in a super form. So there was no sacrifice. In fact, there was a gain, since he came back better than before. So again, what did he sacrifice? Certainly not his life. So you can say maybe that Jesus was tortured for your sins. Or someone had put in a YouTube comment, Jesus had a bad weekend for your sins. I'll give you that. If you accept that Jesus was tortured for your sins, fine. But that opens up another moral dilemma here. Because you're basically saying that scapegoating and that the sacrifice of innocence cleanses the sins or the crimes of others. This goes back to the practice of the early Jews who used to sacrifice doves and goats and cows on the altar to cleanse the sins of the village or the people. The Jews don't even practice this anymore. They abandoned the practice centuries ago, I believe. And yet, this is the state of Christian theology nowadays. The sacrifice of innocence somehow cleanses the sins and crimes of others. This is what I forgot to say in the previous rant. It's the same principle as if your son or daughter commits a crime and you or the mother or father goes to the, or even a sibling goes to the judge and say, don't put my child in jail, put me in jail. I will suffer the consequences. If you said that to a judge, they would laugh you right out of the courtroom. That is not the moral position of our justice system. Yet, it is the moral position of Christianity. Makes sense to you? Go right ahead. It makes no sense to me. Thank you for listening, and have a pleasant day.